For time and the world do not stand still. Change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or the present are certain to miss the future. I said, are certain to miss the future.
Oh no, I missed that.
Prime Minister Castro, this missile crisis was the last straw. We almost blew ourselves up. Now, we invited you here today...
In good faith.
In good faith. To sort this thing out.
The Cuban Missile Crisis was a time of espionage, deception, and unprecedented tension that brought humanity closer to nuclear war than any event in history. The Cuban Missile Crisis occurred in October 1962 and was a 13-day confrontation between the United States and the Soviet Union over the presence of Soviet ballistic missiles in Cuba. It was the closest the Cold War came to escalating into full-scale nuclear war. To understand the events leading up to the Cuban Missile Crisis, we need to look at the Bay of Pigs invasion. In April 1961, a group of Cuban exiles, trained and funded by the CIA, attempted to overthrow Fidel Castro's government. This invasion was a complete failure, resulting in the capture or killing of most of the invaders and solidifying Castro's power.
61, Bay of Pigs. What happened?
We all got killed.
There's no use lying, Mason. We know you went in with Woods and Bowman.
Woods? Bowman?
Dragovich. Do you remember Dragovich?
Castro. We went in to kill Castro.
This mission draws directly from this historical event. Players take on the role of Alex Mason, a CIA operative tasked with assassinating Fidel Castro. The mission begins with an intense infiltration of a compound in Cuba, echoing the real-life operations, high stakes, and tension. The map Crisis is set in a hidden missile facility on the coast of Cuba, reminiscent of the secretive installations during the Cuban Missile Crisis. The map's design, with its underground bunkers and missile silos, provides a glimpse into the fortified locations critical during this period. The intense firefights and strategic gameplay on this map mirror the tension and danger of the real crisis. Another interesting element in Black Ops is the spy plane kill streak. During the Cuban Missile Crisis, U-2 spy planes played a crucial role in discovering Soviet missile sites in Cuba. The relationship between Castro and Soviet Premier Khrushchev was a key factor in the Cuban Missile Crisis. Castro's communist government in Cuba was supported by the Soviet Union, leading to the deployment of Soviet missiles on the island. This alliance was a direct challenge to US influence in the Western Hemisphere. As tensions escalated, President John F. Kennedy announced a naval blockade of Cuba to prevent further Soviet shipments of military equipment. After intense negotiations, a deal was reached. The Soviet Union would dismantle its missiles in Cuba, and in return, the US would not invade Cuba and secretly agreed to remove its missiles from Turkey. These maps and missions serve as a powerful visual reminder of the potential devastation that could have occurred if the Cuban Missile Crisis had escalated into full-scale nuclear war.